So something I've been really surprised by in our week together is the openness of the participants and the openness of the producers. So one of the really wonderful kind of trade-offs is that in Indonesia, this FTC has been more producer participants. So traditionally I have like 50-50. 50% are producers and the rest are roasters and baristas and coffee enthusiasts. And this one has been like 80% producers and then some other coffee professionals. So it's been really nice to have much more producer-focused conversations, much more conversations about how do we solve problems, how do we troubleshoot, what does certain things mean in our fermentation. But it has been surprising to me how few women. We had 23 participants and 1 woman. And so that's another thing that I do traditionally in my FTCs is have 50-50. It's really important to have the perspectives of both genders because we see the world differently based on our experiences, based on our history. So I hope that when we do this again, I hope that more women get encouraged to participate, that more female producers are, coming to be part of it. But even though this group has been so male, so masculine, so dominant of males, they're so incredibly welcoming, and I can see that even just from not just FTC but being here, that there's a real sense of community within the coffee industry, within different parts of the coffee industry that see how we fit together and how everybody can grow and learn together. Whereas I've noticed that in other countries that I've worked at in Latin America, it's a little bit harder to get people to open up, it's a little bit harder to get people to share, there's a little bit more of a sense of competition and not necessarily working together. So that has been like my biggest learning being here in Indonesia, and the biggest difference that I think is really helping this country's coffee just shine. Like, I'm just so impressed with the level of coffee professionals here that have access to, like, how many coffee producers are drinking the coffee and they're so excited to drink. In previous FTCs, a lot of the producers who are making the coffee, they kind of hang back and they're not that into brewing coffee. A lot of them, especially in the first FTC, they didn't brew coffee at all, or they didn't even drink coffee. So I've had some producers that attend who don't even drink their own coffee. So that is such a contrast to here, where our brew bar has been busy almost 24 hours. The brew bar is constantly full of producers that just want to drink coffee and are excited to share their coffees and are like discussing it. So the sense of community and the openness to share has just been completely different. I was not expecting